Hello, welcome to the Page Between Oracle channel. I am Paige, and we're here to do the collective daily reads for the week of starting December 17th. So we're going to try this. This is the second week in a row that we're trying this. I'm putting all of the weekday videos for the collective in one video, and each day will be time stamped. And then you'll see a separate video for the collective weekend read coming up shortly after. So let me know in the comments what you think of this idea. And so I want to thank you all for being here. Those brand new and those returning, welcome and welcome back. I do hope that the message that you came here to receive for each of the days is here for you. All of the decks will be pre-shuffled. And just a reminder, the more we use our intuition, the more it strengthens, which is what we promote here on our channel. So thank you again for being here and enjoy your daily reads. I'll see you in the next video. Hello collective and welcome. So for November 17th, Monday, November 17th, we will use Moonology for the career and finance, for relationships, getting into the vortex, and for general and daily, the ancient stones. We'll begin with a wild goddess oracle card. And you might see Lilo. She just jumped up to say hello. So messages and energies for the collective for November 17th. Cards are a little sticky. The dreamer. Look to your day and night dreams for guidance. Keep dreaming, keep envisioning, and give back by helping others realize their dreams. And then on the bottom, the peacemaker. It's time to make peace. You will get much farther on your path through kind acts and words than you will by forcing things or vengeance. We'll move on to career and finance for the collective for Monday, November 17th. Messages and energies coming through. You're very close to achieving your goal. Bring love into the situation. And with this card and this subject, it just means what's in your heart with regards to the subject, or any subject, if you move the cards around as you intuit your read. Next card out is expect powerful change. And then the following card would be emotions are running high. On the bottom, you and your loved ones are safe. We'll move on to relationships for the collective, November 17th. I can focus on what I do want in a relationship. Every relationship I establish is eternal. I have complete control over my own thoughts. Next card out, my relationships are supposed to feel good. On the bottom, attempting to control others attracts more to be controlled. And then general and daily for the collective, November 17th. Lay it on the altar, hand it over, soften, surrender, forgive. Stone of destiny, life path, ambition, passion, yes. The cycle breaker, you'll get through it, ending cycle. The next card out, the secret chamber, potency, deep connection, treasure. And then on the bottom, temple, the wisdom within, quieten external noise. Collective, thank you again for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then. Hello, collective. This message is for Tuesday, November 18th. Welcome in. So, and thank you for all of you for being here. So for career and finance, we're going to use Moonology for the 18th. And then Faces of Oshan for relationships. And then for general and daily, the shamanic healing. We'll begin with the Divine Masters card. Messages and energies for the collective, November 18th. Serapis Bay, paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary change. Maya, divine intervention. And I know I might be butchering these names, and I'm so sorry. Please accept my apology. Divine intervention, weigh up your options, choose the highest good. It's not about the way I pronounce the names, it's about the message, right? That's the way I look at it anyway. Let's move on to career and finance, where I know that I can pronounce the words there. So messages and energies for the collective for November 18th. Nothing is yet set in stone. The answers you need are coming. Believe in the impossible. The next card out would be work through your fears. And then on the bottom, you and your loved ones are safe. Relationships for the collective for November 18th. Messages and energies coming through. Oshan's third eye, intuition, insight, vision. Oshan the protector, safety, boundary setting, courage. Oshan of unwavering love, unconditional love, compassion, selflessness. The next card out would be Oshan of deception, dishonesty, masking, self-delusion. On the bottom, Oshan of miracles, divine synchronicity, unexpected blessings, hope. Let's move on to general and daily for the collective, November 18th. Well, let's see if we can get a better shuffle in there. They have been pre-shuffled, but I like to shuffle one more time. There we go. That's better. New beginnings. I'm going to hold this up because this card's so dark. Integration. I had to stop for a minute because it's dark on my end too a little bit. Okay. Reunion of souls. Next card out would be struggle. And then on the bottom, teaching. Collective, thank you again for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Hello, Collective. Welcome in for the daily read for Wednesday, November 19th. For career and finance, we're going to use Moonology. For relationships, Sisterhood of the Seers. And then for general and daily, Angels and Auras, Oracle. And then we'll begin with a quote card. I want to mention, you might have seen already, but this deck in particular, if you're interested in purchasing this deck, you can buy the digital version. There's a link in the description box down below, and it links to my Etsy store. This is a deck that I created. This deck in particular is a printed version that I use on the videos. What you see in the Etsy store right now, this deck is not available by the vendor printer. But the digital print that you can print from home or from your own printer is available in the Etsy store, which the link is below. Anyway, let's move on. Messages and energies for the collective, November 19th. with what you have while working for what you want. On the bottom, success is not about the destination. It's about the journey. All right, we'll move on to career and finance for the collective, November 19th. Show the world the real you. Meditate and contemplate. A time to give rather than take. Next card out would be prosperity lies ahead. On the bottom, your dreams need a practical plan. Let's move on to relationships for the collective. November 19th. Fierce goodness, if I could say it. Fierce positivity. Dream your true north. The seer of change, surrender, acceptance, fortitude. The next card out would be the seer of destiny, fortune, right timing, synchronicity. And then on the bottom, the seer of healing, rest, let it go, see it differently. We'll move on to general and daily. You're going to notice that there might be some reversals in this deck, and I don't read reversals often, but with this deck I do. And you'll see why. I have used this deck before on this channel, only in the upright position, but this time I'm using it as they come out. And truly, what I do before I'm on video, I take it and I just mix match all the cards like a go fish game, just so that they can lay the way they want to lay. Okay, here we go. Energy healing, holistic well-being, thriving, vibrant. Blessings in disguise, trust, revelation, significance, surprise. Nice. Okay, none of the cards came out in reversed. Spiritual adventure, that's a good thing. Travel, education, experience, inspiration. The next card out would be renewed connections, reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, forgiveness. And then on the bottom, divine self, intuition, balance, connection, spirit. Collective, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Welcome in, collective. This is the reading for Thursday, November 20th, and it is the full moon in Scorpio. So we're going to use all Moonology cards. For career and finance, Moonology. For relationships, Moonology messages. And then for general and daily, Moonology manifestation. We'll begin with an Archangel Oracle. Messages and energies for the collective. This full new moon in Scorpio, November 20th. Oh, here comes Lilo. All right, we have Jermiel, personal responsibility. Take responsibility for your choices. This is an opportunity for inner growth. Michael, spiritual acceleration. You are experiencing spiritual upgrades. Move forward. Let's move on to career and finance for the collective, November 20th. Step out of your comfort zone. Your dreams need a practical plan. A time to give rather than take. The next card out would be meditate and contemplate. And then on the bottom, you are good enough. Let's move on to relationships for the collective. November 20th. New moon in Scorpio. Change your tune. Support. Releasing. Higher power would be the next card out. And then on the bottom, slow it down. Let's move on to general and daily for the collective. November 20th. Messages and energies coming through this new moon in Scorpio. Step it up and lead. Breathe through the tension. Let your fears dissolve. Next card out would be push through any insecurity. On the bottom, assess the situation. Collective, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Hello, Collective. Welcome in. For Friday, November 21st, the daily reading, we're going to use Moonology, Oracle cards for career and finance, for relationships, getting into the vortex, and then for general and daily, Sword of Light. We're going to begin with a quote card, and if you like these cards and you're interested, you'll see a link to my Etsy store in the description box below. Again, these are available for digital print only right now. Right, what you're seeing right here is the vendor print version, which will be available shortly. Messages and energies for November 21st for the collective. It's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. And then on the bottom, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Let's move on to career and finance for the collective, November 21st. Cards are a little sticky. Let's try again. They have been pre-shuffled. There we go. That's better. I still like to shuffle them though. A time to give rather than take. A time for healing. Bring love into the situation. The next card out, your dreams need a practical plan. And then on the bottom, you're very close to achieving your goal. Relationships and for the collective. Messages and energies for November 21st for the collective. My life is about my relationships. I'll not ask others to become different for me. My most important relationship is with my source. Next card out would be, I'll envision the behavior I desire to inspire. And then on the bottom, I intend to see the best in everyone. General and daily for the collective, Friday, November 21st. Messages and energies coming through. As you already know, but I'll remind you, the weekends are under a separate video, so you have to watch for that link coming soon. So first card out is stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare dream. On the bottom, regain your focus. trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. That was the next card out. I read the bottom. Let's look at the next card out. I'm so sorry. This is a perfect card for this, right? Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Now that's better. Okay, I apologize about that. But I do thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, take care.